teach you to draw the 4 main characters from the movie. That would be Anastasia, Dmitri, Rasputin, and the comic Bartok.
What you will need is a nice piece of paper. Paper has 2 sides. One of them is a rough side and one is a smooth side. I like working on the smooth side. The pencil that I like is a 6B, which is very, very soft and makes a very dark line, as you can see. There are other pencils that when I want to do fine drawing, and it's just very intimate between me and the pencil, this is a 6B that I just showed you. I would go to a 2B or a B. Both of these are excellent pencils, and I spend most of my time using one of those 2. The eraser that I've been using is an amazing eraser. It's called a kneaded eraser because it changes shape and it moves, and the graphite goes into it. Now, if I wanted to erase with this, crumbs don't get on your drawing. You just simply rub like this, and it disappears, except in the case of a 6B. So use a kneaded eraser and use one of these 3 types of pencils and a great piece of paper. Don't draw too small and stay very loose and rough.
Drawing takes practice, but remember to please yourself, and the more you draw over and over, the better you'll get. I'd like to show you how to draw Anastasia. Come a little closer.
I usually start the head construction with just a simple circle, and then I divide the circle into 2 halves like that. Then in half horizontally. This gives me what I call the eye line. I can put another kind of an oval-like shape or an almond shape for the eyes. Then I like to describe the cheek, the chin, and the jaw. So if you can draw that much, that's easy. On this eye line right over here, the ear is going to be placed right there. So we know where the ears are in Anastasia. Right in here in the center of this line is where the nose will be placed. And it's just down here, just below the eye line. So I'm going to describe the bottom of the nose. The mouth will go about right there. I just sketched this, but now I'm going to draw it just with a little more commitment to the line. I'm going to decide that the eyes should be a little larger here. And what I'm going to do is now draw her looking, and I'm going to have her look in this direction over here. Now, since this is a girl, I know that part of what girls like to do is put on a little bit of makeup so they have the lashes here. So this makes her look kind of a sexy look. And I keep finding some things as I go. There's her eyes. Now the eyebrows are easy. This brow on this side will come up out of this line and curve over the top of the eye line. This will do the same thing, so it's kind of symmetrical here over the top of that line. Her brows are a little thicker than just a pencil width, so I like to thicken them up a bit. Now, the most exciting part really is the mouth, and it's no good to just make her place the mouth. I'd like to make her smile just a little bit, so I'll try something like this. That kind of works for me. Now the hair, placement of the hair. This is a little tricky. I want to get the neck on first though. There's the neck. This will be a shoulder. This will be a shoulder. Now you can see how she's got her head kind of tilted to one side. Let's go up here and let's say that the hairline is somewhere in here like a cap, almost like a cap that she's wearing. And up here, just over this brow, I'm going to draw a point, and I'm going to take the hair, I'm going to bring the hair and hang it down her eye right here. And then I'm going to draw kind of like look like little hairs. This would be the part of her head right there. That's where the part is. So the hair back here is going to come around to meet this. So it's kind of like a big shock of loose hair back in here. I'd shade it just a little bit. Right here, come down here, and I'll make this just a little bit scrappy here. She hasn't really got a haircut in a while. Here's her ears. Define those one. And now the jaw, I know where to put that, right in there. All right, the other side of her head, right here. Now, she hasn't had a haircut. It's kind of a do that she's got going here, so I'm making it a little short like that. And up in here, I don't know why we did this when we designed her, but this is not cloth, this is also hair, and out of the top of this hair comes this ponytail, which can be as scruffy as you'd like to make it. The reason we did this, of course, is because it gives her kind of a street look, like she's been not really able to take care of her shampooing and her hair as well as she'd like to. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of shading underneath this hair because that'll help the head go back underneath there. Let's put the clothes on her now. She has a little collar here, and this is almost like a cylinder, and her neck comes up out of that. So it's something like that, but I'm going to draw it with a little more flair, and I'm going to make it loose on her. Now the reason we chose to make loose clothes on Anastasia is because she probably hasn't had a store-bought dress her whole life long that she can remember. So the sleeves are too big, and if her shoulder's there and her other shoulder's here, it means that the seam for the sleeves is probably down there instead of up there. So it makes her look like the clothes are way too big. The way this Russian dress works is this part of the dress flaps over here and there's a button right there. And then this is the bust line right there. A few wrinkles here and there tell us that this is cloth, so it's soft. And there you have Anastasia. Now notice that the eye, which is on the far side of the nose, is further away from my vision and the camera. So I have to actually draw the perspective of it being sort of wrapped around her head, so it changes its shape. It's not really the same shape as this eye that's closest to us. That goes for everything. If I were drawing the ear on the other side, I would draw an ear that feels like it's more far away from me than this ear.